What's going on? I am, of course, Baggy-Eyed Scott for Streampunk Sports, bringing you all the facts, stats, and predictions for Week 14 in the NFL. Let's roll. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. Links are down below in the description. Starting things off right now with the Jets and the Saints. The Saints right now are a banged-up team without Michael Thomas, Ryan Ramsey, Jameis Winston, and others. There is talk that Alvin Kamara may be back up in the lineup, but in all likelihood, it's going to be limited. The Saints this season have only scored 24 points in the first quarter, but in the fourth quarter have scored 130. If the Jets are going to have a shot here, they're going to have to strike first, they're going to have to strike hard, and they're going to have to show no mercy. It's not going to happen, though. This is going to be a come-from-behind win for the Saints. They take it 17-14. Game number 2, Panthers-Falcons. Both teams right now are 5-7 on the season, and according to 538.com, have a less than 10% chance of making the postseason. Sorry, guys. You're probably not going to make the postseason, either one of you. This is also going to be interesting on Carolina's side because they just sacked their offensive coordinator, and last game prior to the bye, Cam Newton went 5 for 21 with 2 interceptions and got benched. We don't know what Cam Newton we're going to get this time around. I do believe at the end of the day, though, Matt Ryan's going to lead the Falcons to victory 17-16. All right, next up, we got Seattle and the Texans. These two teams have met 4 times in their history, with Seattle winning 3 of them. The last time they met up was 2017 in a 41-38 shootout win by Seattle, where Deshaun Watson and Russell Wilson combined for 954 yards passing and 8 touchdowns. This time around, however, it is not going to be anywhere near that because both of these teams are dead last in the NFL in overall yards per game. This is going to be a close one, but I'm predicting the Texans take it 23-21. All right, next up, we're talking the 8-4 Chiefs and the 6-6 Raiders. The Chiefs, to their credit, have won 5 straight, but curiously enough, at home this season, they have only scored more than 23 points in a home game one time. They're playing a 6-6 Raider team that just had a heartbreaking loss at home against Washington and is looking to use this as a chance to get back into the win column. The last time these two teams met, though, was a 41-14 blowout by Kansas City. Not going to be a blowout this time around, but the Chiefs are going to win at home 28-22. All right, next up, Ravens and Browns. The last time these two teams met, Lamar Jackson threw for 4 interceptions in what turned out to still be a 16-10 win over the Browns. His interceptions are a concern right now because at 13 picks on the season, he has already set a career high. He is going up against a Browns team that is middle of the pack as much as they come. They're 6-6 right now. They're 19th overall in points, 12th overall in points given up, and Baker Mayfield is a very blah 11 touchdowns in 11 games. He is going to be due almost $19 million next year, so it's going to be very interesting to see what the Browns do. This game, however, Lamar Jackson is going to rebound. He's probably going to rush for a touchdown. He's going to continue his rushing assault, leading the Ravens in rushing yards, and this team is going to win 25-16. Next up, we're finally moving to my NFC East, where we got Dallas taking on Washington. Dallas in Week 10 had a 7-2 record and a 3.5 game first place lead. Now here in Week 14, that lead has dropped to 2 games, and they're playing a Washington team that's hot right now and won 4 straight. Head coach Mike McCarthy has already guaranteed a victory for Dallas this weekend, which for his sake, they better get it. You can't lose any more games at this point, and frankly, he will look like a complete idiot if they end up losing this game. They shouldn't, though. Dak currently is 7-1 against Washington with only 1 interception against the team in his career. Dallas does win this one, 28-20, and they move to 10-4. So speaking of struggling first-place teams, now we're moving to the AFC South. The Tennessee Titans in Week 10 had themselves a solid 3.5 game first-place lead. Now, in Week 14, it's just a game and a half. Fortunately for them, however, they are taking on a Jacksonville Jaguar team that, once again, is going nowhere. I feel bad for that fan base. That team has had 1 single winning season in the last 14 years. Who knows when they're going to be able to actually become a playoff team again. It's kind of sad. But having said that, there is rumors that are persisting that maybe Derrick Henry may come back into the lineup for Tennessee at the exact right time. His healing is going more quickly, and that team absolutely needs him in the lineup. But they're not going to need him this week because the Titans are going to win this one and cruise 26-7. Congratulations are in order to the Detroit Lions. Last week, they finally got their first win of the season in a last-second victory over the Minnesota Vikings. Jared Goff was excited, and frankly, so was his girlfriend. The video was posted on Instagram, and you can see in many different ways why she's very, very happy. They're going up against a Denver Bronco team right now that is 6-6, and according to 538.com, has just an 18% chance of making the postseason. The Denver Broncos have not been a great team since Peyton Manning retired, having gone 38-54 since he hung it up. This game, I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say the Lions are going to win 2 in a row here. It's not going to be a great game, but I'm going to predict a 14-13 win for the Lions and giving them a 2-game winning streak. All right, time, of course, to talk about my New York Giants. Rumors have been persisting that Daniel Jones, the quarterback, suffered a structural neck injury in the loss to Philadelphia a few weeks back. Head coach Joe Judge has adamantly denied the rumors, so we're waiting to find out if there is any truth to it. However, suffice it to say, he will not be in this game. Allegedly, backup quarterback Mike Glennon will get the start for the Giants if he himself clears the concussion protocol. They're traveling out to LA to take on a Chargers team right now that is 7-5 and sitting pretty in a wild card spot. The Chargers are looking great for drafting Justin Herbert, who this year is currently 27 touchdowns and 11 interceptions and is only his second year at quarterback. This is not going to be a contest. Chargers take it 27-10. Next up on the lineup, we're talking the 7-5 Cincinnati Bengals at home against the 6-6 San Francisco 49ers. Joe Burrow, statistically speaking, has been a better quarterback on the road than he is at home. In his 2 seasons as quarterback of the Bengals, he is 5-5 at home. In 10 games, 14 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Conversely, on the road in 12 games, he has 22 touchdowns and only 9 interceptions. He's going to be facing off against Jimmy Garoppolo, who may very well be playing himself out of the 49ers lineup. They have Trey Lance waiting in the wings. Garoppolo is due $24 million next season, so it's going to be interesting to see what the 49ers do. For this game, however, Cincinnati wins a wild one, 28-27. Okay, we got 2 games left on the docket right now. The Bills heading down to Tampa to take on the Bucs. Last week, the Bills lost a 14-10 high-wind, low-scoring affair against the New England Patriots. Mac Jones threw a total of 3 passes the entire game, the lowest by an NFL team since 1974. It is not going to get any easier because you're going from Bill Belichick to Bill Belichick's former quarterback in Tom Brady. Tom Brady, historically at home, has an 83% career win percentage. Additionally, Gronk is back in the lineup. Since Rob Gronkowski joined the Tampa Bay Bucs last season, that team is 11-8 in games where he does not catch a touchdown, but 9-0 when he catches a touchdown. The Bucs are going to win this game for a myriad of different reasons, including Gronk getting another touchdown, and the Bucs win it 28-19. So the last game for my review, Sunday Night Football, the Bears and the Packers. They're meeting up for now the 204th time in their illustrious history. In the last 20, however, the Pack have a very commanding 16-4 lead dating back to 2011. Part of the big reason for that is because Aaron Rodgers has the highest QB rating of any quarterback in NFL history at home at a whopping 108.5 and a near 7-1 touchdown to interception ratio. This is not going to be a match of any sort. The Bears are not going to be able to hold up. They're going to fall to 4-9, and I'm going to predict a 31-13 thrashing by the Packers. And that is going to do it for me. I am, of course, Baggy-Eyed Scott for Stream Punk Sports. Tune in at 8 p.m. Eastern tonight, either here or on Twitch, for our live stream reaction, rambling, and commentary as we break down the matchup between the Bears and the Packers and field your questions. Tomorrow, Mr. Obi Spencer will be giving you 5 fast facts when it comes to the NFC West showdown between the Rams and the Cardinals. But for now, as always, like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what you think in the comments. And as always, stay awesome.